What's up guys? So the Smart Hashtag 1 has been launched in Malaysia recently and I've been driving this car for about 3 weeks now. So in this video, I want to share with you some of the things that I really love about this car and one thing that makes me angry every single time I drive this. Let's go! What's up, Jason Smashpop here. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the outlook and the design, okay? Now as you can see, the Smart Hashtag 1 is not very big, but it's actually very spacious inside, okay? Now on the outside, as you can see, the tail lights are actually quite interesting. It resembles Mercedes a little bit because if you know, you know lah, huh? It's actually designed by Mercedes, that's why it resembles it a little bit. And I really love the animation of the lights, including the headlights, okay? And the shape of it is also very curvy and also ergonomics, and as you can see, the door handles actually is flushed in if it's not in use, okay? And the way it comes out is also very modern, and I really love like there's a smart logo the moment the door handles come out. Now when it comes to lighting, right, this car is really not lacking because at the back there's actually two smart logos on the left and right side, and it will actually light up when you enable or activate the car or when you're charging it. So it's like quite fun. So to be honest, right, there's this one thing on the Smart Hashtag 1 that makes me really want to buy this car very badly in the first place was the interior design, okay? The curvature on the dash all the way down to the middle side between the two passenger seats is like one piece and very modern. And this curved white panel, it's also paired with very nicely designed chrome aircon vents, which I think looks really nice, and it is not too much, okay? It's kind of minimalist but not too much. And of course, speaking of interior, how can we not talk about the interior ambient lighting, right? So what I love is that the ambient lighting is not too strong, not too bright, not too everywhere that it feels cheap like a pasar malam, you know. But this one, it feels very tastefully placed. It has outline and also it has like the ambient lighting that matches to make the interior look very comfortable and calm at the same time. You know, whenever a friend comes into the car, the first thing that I want to tell them is the amount of screens and displays that I can see, okay, as a driver, because I can definitely see like the 12.8-inch display in the middle. I can also see like a little screen here, and there's also like a secret display on the windscreen, okay? It's called the HUD. Shows a lot of information that I don't have to look at the small screen. For example, how fast I am at the current moment. I can also look at navigation if I'm using the navigation that is built into the car. I can also see if there's any cars around me, so they will actually give me an indication using like yellow lights, red lights. Now the usage of this small little screen, I'm not sure how big it is, maybe it's a 9-inch, maybe it's a 7-inch. So in this screen we can see what music is currently playing, we can see the album art, we can see the song name, we can also see maps and directions in the middle. Of course, we can see like electric generation, how much is being used at the moment whenever I press acceleration. I can also see the battery and the range left, including like the drive modes, comfort, you know, eco, sports and stuff like that. Now when it comes to the big screen, 12.8-inch, right, I'm actually very impressed with how high-res it is. Now apart from that, I am very happy that I finally get to use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto in the car. And it's not just that, okay, this one is wireless Apple CarPlay. So the moment I'm in the car connected to the Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay will instantly get activated, and I can use Waze on this big 13-inch screen, which is amazing, okay? Now when it comes to the audio system, I am truly impressed, okay? Also another reason why I want to buy this car is because it has 13 Beats speakers, okay, and they actually scared you don't know it's actually Beats speakers. So on the left and right side, you actually get to see like the speakers with the Beats logo. And the next quick one is, look at this sunroof. It's quite amazing, right? Hello Smart. Open sunshade. I've always loved cars with big sunroofs, and this one also hits the spot, okay, because it is so wide and it does not have like a black bar in the middle. Unlike my previous car, there's actually like a black bar in the middle, which is like not very nice. Like this is. So finally, guys, we have reached the point, okay, whereby I'm going to share with you this one thing, okay. If this thing does not exist, this car would be perfect, okay. So this thing, every time I'm in the car, I'm like, why is this happening? The thing that makes me angry the most with this car is the wireless charger, okay. So I was so happy that it has a wireless charger, and every time I want to charge my phone, I cannot. You know why? Because if you're using an iPhone, you need to remove the phone case in order for it to wirelessly charge, and even without the case, you need to correctly place the phone at its right position, like down to the millimeters, okay, or else you are not able to wirelessly charge the iPhone. So I really hope that, you know, in the future versions of the smart cars, they would improvise the wireless charger, because it sucks. Now, of course, I would love to make this video a very long one, because I actually have a lot of little features that I want to share with you, okay? But let's just talk about the bigger ones first in this one. The next thing that I really like about this car is that it comes with this app called Hello Smart. So in this app, right, there's actually like a social network that all the smart car buyers can actually interact in there and share photos and stuff. So it's like a community of smart #1 users at the moment. And there's another tab whereby we can actually see the condition of our car, where it is, how much it is charged until, what is the battery level, the range remaining, and apart from that, we can also control a lot of things about the car, although we are not inside or around the car, okay. So for example, we can turn on the aircon, we can open the windows, we can sound the horn and stuff like that. And I really like this one feature in the app whereby we can actually tap on the map and it will actually list out all the charging stations around us or around me at that current moment, and I can also use the app to pay for all the chargings, okay. Okay guys, so those are some of the biggest features from the smart #1 that I really love, and I really want to share with you guys, okay, in case you guys don't know much about this car. And of course, that one feature that really irks me every single time I drive this car, okay. And if you want to know more about the smart #1, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I actually have a specific one, okay, for EVs called Electric Pop. Follow there, or if you want to follow my main account, also can. My name is smashpop. Hope you share this video with your friends who are into EVs and cars. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe, press the red button below this video, and let's end this video with a like show.